Oh, circle, of course. Oh, good lord. Turns, whatever. But I forgot they still did that. Ooh, so this is the Master Collection version of Metal Gear Solid 1. I've not played this game in a long time. Metal Gear. Screenplay book. Download? Download what? North American pack, Japanese language pack. Ooh. Okay, so you can. So that's what those two packs do. Okay, you can tell I've not actually ever started this game up before. So you do get Integral and the other version of VR. I remember having the VR missions. I got into Metal Gear Solid because my dad had the original. And then he also had that one as well. And it used to baffle me why it never worked, and that's when I realised the whole disc swappy stuff. But that's the thing, Metal Gear Solid introduced quite a lot of cool content like that. So hang on, what is else of this? I'm going to look at the menu first. The book references content from time of the series. You recommend reading this actually completely each game to avoid spoiling it. Oh, let's do that then. Screenplay book's probably the same. No, they're just going to let me read that. Metal Gear. Screenplay. Oh my god. Screenplay. Wow. So you can read the entire script. I could do a dramatic reading, but I'm not going to now, because that would take fucking ages. See if it'll actually let me play the... Surely it does, because they look like they're highlighted, so... Let's get going, shall we? I can listen to it in English in the UK, it's perfectly fine. We don't have to worry about having to listen to it in English in the US. Is that where he's voiced by Texan? Or is the US one where he's voiced by Kiefer Sutherland? I was one of the many people who didn't like that idea. Ooh, the online manual. Is it in... Oh my god, it's in the exact same format. Oh... Oh. Oh. It's not the same. Well, bollocks to that then. You got the cover and everything, why do that? Oh, anyway. Pissing myself. Nostalgia. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. God, I'm actually getting the... Ooh, I've not played this in so long. I mean, I think a lot of us got this collection just to play this one. I'm looking forward to revisiting 2 and 3, though. Like Moneythers, I'm hoping that because this is called Master Collection Volume 1, I'm hoping we do get like a Volume 2 with like 4 Peace Walker. Hell, give us all the other odd ones. Give us things, you know, give us, you know, Metal Gear Solid Acid or Metal Gear Acid. Give us Portable Ops. I've never played Portable Ops, and apparently it's important. They'll launch nuclear weapon. Yes, Uncle Tennyson. David Hayter. I love David Hayter. And the president of Armistead. I wonder if they're actually going to give them their actual names in this one. Being held as hostages. I think they do, because obviously the one big thing that used to happen was
terrorists
a lot
have
of people would read
ability to
the
make
back
a
of the
nuclear strike.
manual and look at the cast list, and all the names would be wrong.
What's the insertion method?
And apparently it's something to do with,
the disposal facility by sub.
I think it was some sort of, was it some pay dispute with some acting guild? I can't remember what it was.
After the SDV gets as close as it can,
I have to admit, this series was the first ever brush I ever had with some form of philosophy and ethics. It's probably the first real adult game I ever played properly.
High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity.
I would love to meet David Hadesley.
Psycho
I'm sure he's at a Comic-Con soon.
Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter.
Pardon me.
Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
The man with the same codename as you.
I'm sure him and Jennifer Hale are at, I think it's London MCM.
I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP.
OSP.
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any.
I had no idea what that
support.
meant. I remember hearing it saying it's a what? A lot of them are the military sort of, you know, modern military things kind of came out was through this game. Let's have a look. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, so they changed the interface to make it make more sense. Let's see. Briefing. They've even kept the old confirm buttons. Tiny thing. But as people who have watched my things know, I'm a sucker for tiny details. I mean, this collection's not perfect. I've heard the review say it's not great. But I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. I can now play it on modern consoles. I don't care.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry,
Why, yes.
a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know
it.
Excuse me.
So I was looking through London's Comic-Con. Not finding David Hayter, but I'm finding, like, you know,
an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
people like
Civilian.
Matthew Mercer and things.
I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake.
Oh, Travis Willingham.
Don't worry. This injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. It
Everyone
all went
likes
down
shots,
5
shots,
hours
shots.
ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island,
Let me
a
have a
remote
look.
island off the coast of Alaska.
What
Oh,
soldiers?
stupid search engine.
Next generation special forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound. They've presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that
Wait,
if it
is
isn't
that
met,
Birmingham's
they'll
Comic-Con?
launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear
Oh my god, I
weapon?
may try and go to that.
Afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons
Oh,
disposal facility.
That's mean.
Foxhound hijacking a
Okay, who
nuclear
else is...
weapon?
Alright, I'm gonna look that up. Who else is
Now
going?
you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have two
Plus, there's no
mission
tickets left.
objectives. First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson. And the president of Arms Tech, Kenneth Baker. They're both being held as hostages.
Those are
They
some
took
heavy-duty
two
hostages.
hostages first.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make
Don't
up
have
your
a damn
mind after you
choice.
hear more about the
Oh, the
situation.
501st UK garrison are going to be there. Nice. I'm looking through a completely irrelevant thing. There he is, David Hayter. I'll just go just be David Hayter. A lot of people miss these like briefing things though.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal facility.
The disposal facility includes a hardened underground base. Even with our most advanced
looking at this
intelligence gathering
long list,
equipment,
so it's going to be
we
a
can't tell
long,
what's
boring
happening
thing.
inside.
So someone needs to penetrate.
Jennifer
gather
Hale's also going to be there.
intelligence, and
I'll
report
happily meet
back.
her as well.
Sounds like a spy movie. What's the insertion method?
Well, an air insertion
Lindsay
is
Jones
impossible.
from Ruby.
Not with this storm going on.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Approach?
Yes, within a few miles of it.
I'm not saying that
The
most of these
facility
guests are
is
irrelevant
equipped
because
with
they're not. They're
sonar
all got
detection capabilities.
reasons to be
You'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
interesting. But obviously for me, I'm like,
A one-man SDV.
oh, Roger Clark's going to be there.
Same as a torpedo. Only this has no propulsion
Is it
device
Arthur
of its
from Red
own.
Dead Redemption?
After the SDV gets
My
as
mate
close
knows
as it
him.
can, dispose of it.
I've got a friend who's a big fan. Oh, I'll have to see if he's
You
going.
want me to swim in sub-zero
I'll have to
Alaskan
ask him.
water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by
Troy Baker's
codec
going to be
after
there.
you
Good
reach
for
your
him.
target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this
There's
is a
not many
one-man
people
infiltration
actually. I
mission.
mean, I'd probably
Weapons and
meet
equipment OSP?
Yes.
Roger
This is
Clark
a
and be like,
top-secret
oh, you know,
black op.
I know your mate.
Don't expect any
I know, mate
official
of mine.
support.
Obviously, I'd go for that. I think David Hayter and that maybe is swamped.
What's the time limit?
24 hours.
Damn it!
They say they'll
I'm gonna have
launch
to.
after 24
I'm gonna have to keep that
hours.
open.
Do they say what the
I
target
may
will be?
do that.
So far, they haven't mentioned the target.
When did the countdown start?
5 hours ago.
Cool story, bro.
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
Which means that the President must be meeting with his top aides in the map room about now, huh?
No, at this point, they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet.
I don't know if
The
he's a buyer. I want to
Secretary
see
of
if
Defense
I
has
have to buy tickets just to see this
operational
silly
control and
man.
is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate,
I love the bio is just David Hayter. Here's a photo of him. Metal Gear Solid.
Well, if
Good-
they haven't
good bio,
relocated to
bro.
the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there
But I
isn't
also
that much
know he
reason
did a
to
lot.
worry
He
yet.
wasn't.
Is
He
the
was.
National
Didn't
Security
he
Agency
write
in on this?
Yes.
the first two
So is
X-Men
the
movies, or at
DIA,
least he was like a
the
producer
Defense
or something on
Intelligence
them?
Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be sending us some
Your
support.
feelings serve you well,
Don't
Solid
need
Snake.
desk
But don't let them cloud your
jockeys.
judgment.
We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has
Of
already been assigned to
course.
us.
Squad bundle. How is that? Oh, 5 people. Okay. Uh, "22 days away."
We need backup from a specialist. I'm just an amateur when it comes to nuclear weapons.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a
Don't
military
worry.
analyst named
We'll be doing all of this
Nastasia
again
Romanenko.
as soon as the game actually starts.
She'll be providing you backup by codec.
A female analyst?
What?
She's built up an impressive record as an
I love
advisor
how
for the nuclear
you
emergency
didn't see
service
it
team.
when I started recording, but at the beginning of the you load the game up and it's
She's
like
also an expert on high-tech weapons.
any some of the
she
things
working
expressed in here are outdated.
At her
Don't be
home in Los
offended.
Angeles.
Or don't sue us.
California. Seems like a million miles away.
Miles away.
Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that really the only reason?
I've been
Why are they
soldiering
putting
for
this
a long
filter over
time.
my face?
I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar. Tell me the real reason.
No.
Okay, Snake. Sorry.
I won't lie to you again. Hi, Frank.
A person very dear to me is being held hostage.
Who is it?
My niece, Meryl.
Cheryl? Oh, wait, no. Wrong Konami game. Why would I want to meet Troy Baker? I recall, I think it's not the first time I've been in a Comic-Con where Troy Baker's been. There was one where I want to say, I think The Last of Us and Uncharted 3 had not come
Several
out.
soldiers were reported missing the
Or
day
maybe
of
it was
the
the
revolt.
fourth game that came out, I can't remember.
And my niece was one of those called in.
And obviously Nolan North and Troy Baker were there, and I walked past and saw them and went, oh yeah,
Looks like you.
and just carried on.
She's my little brother's girl. He died
Obviously
in the
they were
Gulf
swamped
War.
with people,
Since
and
then,
I was
I've
like,
been watching after her.
I'd say later
Personal
Nolan
motive,
North,
Colonel.
maybe.
That's not
And then I
very
was just like,
soldierly.
nah, I'm not waiting in
I'm
line.
retired.
I've seen them, they
I'm just an
exist,
old
that's
man
enough for me,
now.
and walked away.
And I'm your friend.
Since when are we friends?
Was that, I
I've
don't know,
thought of
was
us
that,
as friends since the fall of Zanzibar.
that wasn't the Comic-Con
My
where I met Sylvester
personality, I
McCoy.
don't have too many friends.
Who have
That's
I
what I
met?
trust about you.
I've met Sylvester
What makes
McCoy,
you
Colin
human.
Baker,
Please, Snake. Save my
Charles
niece,
Martinet
Meryl.
before he retired as Mario,
All right. But I have two conditions.
and he'll always be married to me, I don't care.
One, no more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure at all times. And
Oh,
two,
me.
I'll only accept orders directly from
Nicola
you,
Bryant,
Colonel.
who
No
was Perry
cutoffs
in Doctor
involved,
Who.
Okay?
Bruce Campbell.
Agreed.
That was
That's why I was
Epiphany.
called.
That was like a religious experience for me and a mate of mine who was also there.
I'm not a colonel anymore.
I wonder if he's
Just
going.
a
I'd see
retired
who's
old
going.
warhorse.
I'll happily go by
understand.
myself, but nah, I need to go with people. I haven't been to a Comic-Con in a little while. Actually, that's a lie. I went to the one in Telford where I met
Is
Bruce
she part of
Campbell.
this operation too?
She
think it
was
was
in charge
last
of
year.
Foxhound's gene therapy.
Or year
She
before
knows
last.
more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen them naked?
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse. I'm a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Nanomachines.
Not just one kind, either.
Fucking
there are different
nanomachines.
types which will replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
Nanomachines are going to become
Now I don't
such a
have to worry
thing.
about food.
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else?
Yes, Benzedrine. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert and responsive for 12 straight hours.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
If he tell you when I bang. Fortunately, those of us that have seen 4, we all know. We know. Dun, 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 dun.
Chief of DARPA and the president of an arms manufacturing company. What business did they have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time that terrorists
Am I going to be able to play this
attacked.
game without getting
The
spotted?
extremely important exercises
Probably
if
not.
Those two were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
I'll try to do
Do
without
we know
dying.
exactly where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with a mini transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
Bam.
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuclear missile?
They say they do. They even gave us the serial number of the warhead they plan to use.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so. At the very least, they've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes. Every missile and warhead in
Cheers.
our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL.
Camera-free camera change. I'm assuming I can do that, but I'm not
control
going to.
system built into all nuclear weapon systems. Yeah. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Yeah,
because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's not that easy to get your hands on an ICBM.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
How well armed are these terrorists?
It's a shame, like, Cam Clark's not there.
I know there was an exercise going on at the time they revolted.
They're heavily armed, I'm afraid.
What about their battle experience?
That'd been cool.
6 members of Foxhound in charge are all hardened veterans.
I can't remember the guy who voices Solidus too. Imagine if they were all there.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Foxhound.
The others are next-generation special forces.
I mean, one thing oh god, I was about to say, bear with me a second there, let's sneeze anyway. One thing I won't bring up, should I ever meet David Hayter, is like Metal Gear Solid 5. Because again,
so what exactly
I hate what they did there.
A person's remains.
Remains?
That's right. To be more accurate, cell specimens which contain the individual's genomic.
I'm not quite sure if David Hayter's actually fallen out with Kojima or not. I don't know.
The
Can't recall.
need them.
Because obviously he's back in the launch trailer for this, which I have to admit I've only seen in video form and not actually heard it.
You've heard of the Human Genome Project. They've been mapping the human genome, and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
There are genes that do that?
Yes. And using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into regular soldiers.
Gene therapy?
I'll explain this part. With gene therapy, we can remove those genes which we know can lead to sickness or disease.
But I wonder if this would not happen today.
At the same time, splice in genes with beneficial effects, such as resistance to cancer, for example.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases, and at the same time add.
Oh, he did write X-Men. Yeah, he wrote. He wrote
and so if you
the first X-Men, co-wrote X-Men 2, and he also wrote Watchmen as well.
Right?
Yes, we could.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
In order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genomic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
Castle Cagliostro Lupin. Nice. He's Captain America. Is that the 90s? Spider-Man. He's Captain America in the... I didn't know that. Curses. Obviously, the Solid of Snake. Oh yeah, he's the Roman Legionnaire, and he's like a few characters in Eternal Darkness.
The warrior of the 20th century.
You don't mean Big Boss?
That's right. We've been working feverishly to identify the genes responsible for his incredible.
There's Dawkins in Oddworld New and Tasty. Daniel Zager in the Republic, yeah. I want to cover that one at some point.
So his body was recovered after
Lieutenant Wren in Inquisition. Dragon Age.
Frozen in a cryo chamber.
Ooh, he's the narrator in Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Treasure to mankind.
Priceless to the military, perhaps.
Asama Kasawagi in Yakuza Like a Dragon.
From just a single strand of his hair.
You people are amazing. And then you're gonna transplant those genes into soldiers?
Yes. We'll use a process that I discovered called gene targeting. The strongest soldiers don't become what they are by acquiring their skills through training.
Wait, he wrote for the Scorpion King?
We now know that hereditary factors are far more crucial for creating superior soldiers.
Yeah.
Snake, we can't give him his body.
It's awesome what you learn about people you didn't really know about, right?
Warheads on that island put together.
Warrior nun.
I hear the terrorists are calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss.
The Sons of Big Boss?
Oh, he's the museum cop in X-Men. Is he?
Tell me about these next.
Isn't he the guy that gets squashed by Toad?
They started out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former
King
members
Shark
of
in the Flash.
biochem
Don't
units,
watch the Flash.
technical escort units, and the nuclear emergency surge team.
Ooh, he's in a
Their purpose was
Inquisition
to
episode,
respond to
Slay to
threats
Pay.
involving next-generation weapons of mass destruction, including NBC.
The narrator of
weapons.
Did You Know Gaming for the Metal Gear
Until
Solid
they
cut
were
content
added
episode.
values.
I'll have to watch those now.
These guys didn't start out as regular army.
No,
Looks like a
they're
pretty
just
international
douchebags.
group. Mercenaries.
Yeah, and it gets worse.
Yeah.
Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard. And after Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
Oh yeah, you can play Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 on this thing as well.
After that, they were merged with our own VR
I
unit
don't
Force
wanna do
21
that.
and retrained. If you ask me, these
I may do.
so-called next-generation special forces should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Video game players, huh?
Don't forget,
Yeah.
they've all been strengthened with gene therapy. They carry genes which make them excellent soldiers. Don't get careless just because they don't have much experience.
I thought using genetically modified soldiers was prohibited by international law.
Yes, but those are just declarations, not actual treaties.
Huh.
The interesting thing.
Oh, so they're more like
nearly every
guidelines.
member of the unit conspired in this attack.
Trust me, we're nearly done. We will get to it.
How could an entire unit be subverted to rebellion?
They're calling it a revolution.
Since they all went
revolution?
through the same gene
Stuff the
therapy,
revolution was for
they
200
probably
quid.
felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
The sons of Big Boss. But if they were regular army,
Why is it always
they
the
must have been
sons of
interviewed
something?
periodically by army counselors.
According to their files, they all got straight A's on their psychological tests. They all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
But they all
Good
took
boys.
part in the uprising?
No, several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
Even the existence of this
Really?
genome army is a national secret of the highest order. We've been hoping to investigate this thing quietly and deal with it behind closed doors.
But you can't do that because the doors are wide open.
High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of. An elite group combining firepower and expertise. They're every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, a beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus,
Face.
master of disguise. Vulcan Raven,
Bald.
giant and shaman. And
Mustache.
Ocelot, specialist in interrogation.
And a Red Dead
formidable
Redemption reject.
gunfighter.
Looks like a lovely bunch of folks. Too bad we'll be meeting under these circumstances.
And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound's squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
Yes. And you're the only person who can stand against him.
Magic. Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake. Man
Liquid
with the same
Snake?
codename as you.
Tell me what you know.
No.
He fought in the Gulf War as a teenager, the youngest person in the SAS. His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms. You were there too, I believe. Didn't you infiltrate Western Iraq with a platoon of Green Berets?
I was just a kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service?
But he never once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years. After you retired, he was rescued and became a member of Foxhound.
I thought that by the time I left, they were no longer using code names.
I don't know his real name. That information
Dennis.
is so highly classified that
Dennis
even I
Snake.
can't look at it. Here's a photo of him. Pretty shocking, huh? His skin tone is different, but otherwise you two are exact duplicates.
I have a twin?
I don't know the details, but it seems so. That's why we really need you for this mission.
You're the only one who can beat him. Now that I've met you, I know. You've got something that he doesn't. I can see it in your eyes.
Why don't I find that thought more comforting?
Uh-huh. Oh, no, didn't want to do that.
I need to borrow your
Oh
scissors.
no, never mind.
What are you going to do?
Don't worry, just gonna clean myself up a little.
Huh?
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
Aside from that, would maybe be slightly beneficial, actually. Bang! Ooh, nice. I love this song. The full song is gorgeous, I love it. The music in this game is beautiful. Boom, ba, ba, dum. Boom, pa, pa, dum. Sure, half these names are not real either.
Stay alert. He'll be through here.
I know it.
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Swat them on the bottom. Dun dun.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you,
I love how
the codec will beep.
They've not changed the audio,
That noise,
but
press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates
they've changed the
small
things in
bones
there.
of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Get the hidden Russian that's down there. Oh, well, that worked. I hope there was not a trophy for not getting spotted. That's always the one issue sometimes when you want to try and strangle people, if that it sets them off anyway.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Just gotta stay in hiding and hope that twat doesn't see me. Obviously gonna aim to not get spotted all the time. I was actually hoping to strangle him, but oh well. Trophies are fairly basic, actually. The only one I'm probably not going to get is getting the Fox code name and stuff. So I believe that's getting through without being spotted and stuff, and not killing it. I don't know, well, how do you get that one, actually? Not getting spotted is probably one of them. I'm not aiming for any code name perfect runs anyway. If I die, I die. If I get spotted, I get spotted. Done. Dramatic stance.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the Genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D.
Behind D? Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea. But it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Nyeh. The face. Nyeh.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
And now
Who's
everyone's
that?
other simple
Oh,
character.
sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so... cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But,
I'll
I'm
show her
surprised.
solid
You're
guts.
very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS
Derp, derp,
transmitting
derp.
nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
Top, tip, top, tip, top, tip, top.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
That's probably not the safest thing to do.
A surveillance camera?
long as he stays there, I'll be alright.
Whose footprints are these?
That is a good, excellent question. I'll wait for him to turn around and go the other way. Oh, for God's sake, I hate that. I hate the fact that they do that. It's almost like the game's discouraging you from actually doing it. Hello?
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
Good for you.
Snake, when you enter a narrow space, you'll automatically go into intrusion mode. Press up on the directional button to go forward, and down to retreat backwards. You can also press right or left to face either direction. Advance while hiding yourself, pay attention to the enemy's actions, and make sure you're not discovered.
But be careful. You can't attack while you're in intrusion mode either.
And even if you go into intrusion mode while you're being chased, the enemy's grenades will still follow you. Snake, first you've got to find the DARPA chief. Look for clues.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
I believe if you equip weapons and you call her, she should tell you what they are.
That's a chaff grenade.
I love this.
It's a special grenade that disperses thin, narrow metallic strips of various lengths and frequency responses. It can confuse electronic equipment. It will be useful against machines which depend upon electronic sensors. Naturally, for it to be effective, you must use it before you are attacked. If you are expecting an attack, spread the chaff beforehand.
I think anytime we get a new weapon, I'm going to call her, because I love hearing that.
They are often used in sensitive operations such as freeing hostages and that sort of thing. Sometimes they are called flash bangs or sound and flash grenades. They make a big flash and lots of noise, which will disorient and disable your opponents temporarily. You have to understand that they won't kill the bad guys, but just stun them for a few seconds. Use them wisely. Good. You found a SOCOM. That's a Special Operations Command pistol. It's a .45 caliber pistol with plenty of stopping power. It's also equipped with a LAM for nighttime combat. If you hold down the weapon button, you can train the laser sight on the enemy to help you aim. If you find a SOCOM suppressor, you can equip that too. That pistol was designed specifically for use by special forces, so I think it will be useful. Some people find it a little heavy and hard to use, but it shouldn't be a problem for you.
Why no, it won't be. Truffly shuffle, truffly shuffle, truffly shuffle.
Move the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
Golly gee willikers, I wonder who that could be. Truffle and shuffle, truffle and shuffle. Look at this polygonal glory. I believe the suppressor's in there. I think I need a key card, level 2 I think, before I can grab a SOCOM suppressor. Once I have, killing enemies from a distance will be a lot easier. As we use it. What?
Press the action button to drop down.
You called me for that? Campbell soup? I'll grab this box of crap. I'll give you this random crap. And sus. Yes.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
I believe there is a way I can sneak past these cameras that I'm to worry about. Ooh, thermal goggles already. Is there any... there's never any people up here. When they do come up here, you don't tend to need them. Dun, 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 dun. Yes.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Okay, okay. Jeez.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
You're talking to me as if I'm playing some sort of game. Wow.
Oh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
I need those. And I have nearly all my bullets. Gonna need them.
Is that a woman? Not him.
Not him. Ignore. Yes.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Doodle-doo. Now I know what TV dinner feels like.
Who's that?
Father Christmas.
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
No.
You're here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn.
It's a nice suit, actually.
Your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are
I'm
threatening
giving
the
you
White House.
the hand of
They say
hip
if they don't
sass.
accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They
Chocolate flavored Jesus.
could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
It walks, and it battles in tanks.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary. It's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data, and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
You know, the thing that your briefing talked about that I've now forgotten
Rex
for convenience sake.
into the hands of terrorists.
Rex.
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex.
Yeah, really? They're not exactly being quiet, are
They're
they?
all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
Stop talking to yourself, weirdo.
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
The device.
Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of ArmsTech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes. They cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium.
What if I don't
As you
eat a very
approach the
salty
door's
diet?
security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha.
Some of the technology is in this is either it does that thing. It's a bit like some of those shows that thought this is what the 80s are going to look like, and it turned out no, it
From
wasn't.
your bosses or anyone?
No.
Or was it like Space 1999, where they thought in the year 1999 we'll be living on the moon and spaceships?
No.
It's like,
So
nope.
does the White House plan to give in to the
This is
terrorist demands?
what's the year this is meant to be set in? It's like 2005 or something.
What about the Pentagon?
Pentagon.
Might not be quite that. Heart attack.
Hey, what happened?
Oh yeah, it takes place in 2005. A few of the things that they mention in this either never occurred in 2005 or haven't occurred at all.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not.
No, I do not have a
Snake,
birthday
you've
cake
got to
behind me,
understand.
Snake.
This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm
Oh
just
gee,
here
and I
as
wonder
a
who
support.
he is. Or is he the
Snake,
Vice President?
We don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Well, he's dead. Yeah, I'm just... Obviously, they can't animate the thing happening, but I love this. Now, technically, they should be able to see each other there. Doodle-doo.
Don't move!
Oh, they censored the butt.
So you killed the chief.
He's supposed to be completely butt
bastard.
naked. Obviously, they pixelate it in the original. But they've opted for the
Liquid?
let's make him wear brown smear
You're
poop.
not. Don't move!
I'm also reminds me, it's just the NTSC version.
Gun at a person? Your hands are shaking.
Just a thought.
Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful. I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance. That scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Yes, we are policemen.
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
No.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Dun 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 dun. Dead.
Thanks for the help.
Wait!
Watch the ass.
Who are you?
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to shank him in the face.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Yeah, I stopped him. Yeah, I wasted an entire clip of ammo and didn't hit a thing.
Good girl. Just like that.
Oh. I don't want to know what sort of mind rapery he was just doing. Better sit here.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was
No,
it?
Snake, you're not going
It
mad.
must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound Psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
For those. I need a ration every once because I just wasted that one. Oh yes, the trapdoors. They're actually down here. I don't think so. Not at this point, anyway. A new thing.
That is C4 explosive. A plastic explosive with a texture similar to clay. So you can shape it in almost any way you want.
Oh, you're gonna make a
Although it
penis
has
out of it.
1.4 times the destructive power of dynamite, it is highly stable and won't explode without a detonating device, even if it is shot, burned, or beaten. You are using a wireless detonator, yes? The detonator is equipped with a scrambler, so you don't have to worry about interference from any other radio source. Make sure you are sufficiently far enough away when it goes off. Also, as you know, the sound of the explosive will alert your enemies, so be careful.
Damn, I was hoping to blow a lot of people up. I believe if you have the thermal goggles equipped, you can see the trap floors. I mean, luckily enough, you can move quick enough to get around them anyway. So, yep, don't need those. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, grenades. Nice.
You found some grenades. Just pull the pin and it explodes after 5 seconds. You can get a lot done during those 5 seconds, Snake. How you use them is up to you.
Oh, I'll probably take a dump. I will definitely need those. Right, that's the wall we need to go through, but I'm also going to find any others. There's that one. the other one's over here. I think there's only 3. Well, there's 4, but there's the other one that's round the corner. Ah, I was wondering what was in here. Dun dun. There's a camera in there as well. It. Ooh, look, it's Kenneth.
Am I too late?
Is he an egg?
He's alive. You're the Armstead president, Kenneth Baker, right?
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it!
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound.
I got a gun.
Revolver Ocelot.
Spinny, 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 spinny.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake.
Solid.
Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend.
And my coat is clipping through my legs.
This handgun ever made. The Colt's
Why are you wanking the barrel, revolver?
6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me
Revolver. Again, you like playing Red Dead Redemption?
Draw!
Get a pencil! Dun, dun.
Draw! Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullet shoot.
You're the one that's running around like a little bitch. Obviously, if you run into the middle, you'll blow up the Armstead president, and we don't want that. Dun 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 dun. Haha!
I love the reload feeling of that. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a
Long silver bullet. Penis.
Alright. I'm alive. Let's go.
Quit your whinging. Why can't they put one box of bullets right near the wires? In the hopes that you'd go and try and grab it. I don't know, but if you play this fight decently, you shouldn't need to... He has invincibility thing flashes anyway, so you might as well just... Dun 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 dun.
Don't you want to settle this?
You shouldn't need to actually Shouldn't need to waste much ammo, really. One more shot and he's done.
I love the smell of Corda. You know, that sulfury smell.
Dead.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight. But I'm just getting warmed up.
No hand!
My hand!
My wanking hand, I mean my shooting hand. Ooh, the brain.
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again!
Oh god, it was just so much blood.
I like you. I have no aim. That exoskeleton.
I am Robo Ninja. Oh no! Plot armor. Or maybe he's looked further ahead. I like how. Wait, I don't know. I don't have a suppressor. I mean, I will once I get back to that thingy.
Who the hell?
Who the fudge? Sickles?
Can you talk?
No.
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave me
where
his
you were.
detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man.
Lol.
So the
funny boy.
Dead.
What? Can't be. You know, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Stop it right
Calm
down, like
down.
you idiot.
What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both
Anyway.
codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code.
Oh, yes.
I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the
What?
terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier. It must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's great.
Yeah, whatever.
But as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
Bet she's wearing
I was
green.
in contact with her by Codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Sorry, I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that
That's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
Yeah, one of those I don't have.
Tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
No.
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building.
Warhead.
North from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear?
I understand. I also don't care.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater.
Why is he saying war like that?
The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever
I
seen
remember the old
material?
days. People blowing things up left and right.
Drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see, because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that,
Really?
but several pounds of muff are reported every year.
I beg your pardon?
It stands for material unaccounted for.
Oh, okay.
It proves
There's
that
something
there's
else.
a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn.
So they're getting snapped up by US military companies then.
And scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still make.
Well, you know, strength, laser vision, flight, it's all there.
Nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
Yeah, because of course deterrence is a thing that actually works. To a point.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes.
Metal Gear!
You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Oh, it must be horrible having people telling you not to build things that will kill thousands of people. It must be difficult.
Bribes.
I prefer to think
Let's just go, bruh.
Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
He said company.
A grunt like you. Here, this is what you
Piss
came for,
off.
right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me.
In my butthole.
Exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Why does he have only level 2 though? Surely if he's the president he'd have a master key.
They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
I thought it was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but it turned out not to be.
An experimental genome soldier.
Gnome?
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Dun dun dun.
Naomi.
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
I don't know what shame.
Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but...
Oh, indigestion.
What did you do to me? Oh, no.
Oh, I look like a Five Nights at Freddy title screen.
So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
Why are you turning into a bobblehead?
Using you for...
Sus.
What the hell?
Metal Gear sus.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie.
I have no
It looked like
idea.
another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me.
That's
Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes,
No.
we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Well, please stop counting on me. Maybe count on your fingers or something. Hooray. Bullets. Where's that hole? There it is. Nipples, nipples. It's a good job I think I remember her codec number. I believe it's this.
Who are you?
Ah!
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookie's eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
How just what I'd expect from the legendary
Oh,
Solid
now you know I'm a
Snake.
fit
You trying to sweep
bird.
me
You
off my
wanna?
feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. Reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first,
Okay,
I want some
Liquid, what's going
information.
on with this?
You were involved in this
I
exercise from the
don't
beginning.
know.
What
I'm
exactly
too British to
happened here?
tell.
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy,
No,
oh
it's,
boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they?
Nothing new for me.
You see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of Arms Tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top-secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding
But I can
up?
hide things behind my
He's
mansions
dead.
too.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds
Not
like
ha-ha
it,
funny.
but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
Be the first time.
Obviously, I'd never heard of Metal Gear before this game, so half of it was just like.
Being held.
Part of me was like,
There's
wait,
a
what?
cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in
not
front of your enemy
green.
and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
Sad music.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training. But when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Yup.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
It's a tiny
You're just
war.
a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Huzzah. Oh yeah, my your capacity increases. Where's he? He's going that way. Seeing what doors will open with the key card. Because I know there's another one. Oh, nipples. This is why I wanted to make sure I got the thermal goggles first. And we've got the assault rifle, yes. Not going to use it just yet.
Snake, that room is set with infrared sensors. You should be able to see them if you had some smoke. Cigarette smoke or something.
Sorry, but these are smokeless cigarettes.
You mean those cigarettes that are designed to cut down on secondhand smoke?
What are you, some sort of pussy?
Don't worry. If you blow the smoke in the direction of the infrared sensors, you should be able to see them. That was a good idea, bringing the cigarettes, but don't smoke too much. Cigarettes make you weak in mind and body. They are bad for you.
Without the gun, Natasha.
A snake that...
Oh, fine, I'll get out of the room then. Luckily, these ones don't move. We all know what's coming soon. Those move.
That is a FAMAS. It is a bullpup-style assault rifle. It is durable and easy to use. Very resistant to overheating. It is a reliable weapon with smooth action. It can fire up to 1,000 rounds per minute. On full auto, you will empty a 25-round magazine in a few seconds.
That's because I'm not actually going to use it then, isn't it? Actually, I'll hide in there for a minute. So go the other way. Right, that's... hopefully he doesn't turn around. And then... Hello?
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks.
Nice.
Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless.
I changed my mind. I don't wanna.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Silly woman! Although she does turn out to be quite a decent soldier. Right, I need to hope that I can get in the thing that's over here. Ah. Dead. Hee hee. Let's see if she actually just talks. No. What I wanted to do.
The cargo door is open already. If you...
That's not who I wanted to talk to.
Good. You found a suppressor for the SOCOM pistol. If you equip that, you won't have to worry about being noticed by the enemy when you fire. It will greatly reduce the sound and flash from your muzzle. It uses a multi-layered chamber to lower the velocity of the gas emissions, and thus reduce the sound and flash when you fire your weapon. The suppressor is narrow enough so that you can still use the gun's original sight even when it is equipped. It shouldn't change the feel when you fire it.
There we go.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
There we go. I'm pretty sure after this they don't turn back on again, at least I hope not.
Snake, be careful. There are Claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you, anyway?
One of your fans.
Oh, great. I didn't know I had OnlyFans. Right, they should be. Oop. Okay, so I'm gonna crawl and grab. How could you hide a tank here?
This is Raven's territory.
Yas.
Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass.
We shall not pass.
Send him a message.
Lol.
That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
I'm alright. Right, where are you? Oh! That would kill a man.
That M1 tank is equipped with advanced Victronics. Once it locks onto a target, it automatically tracks it. And its main gun is effective up to 3,000 meters. To get close, you'll have to confuse its tracking system.
I knew I was going to.
Use your chaff. If you can jam the system and get close enough, it won't be able to use its main gun. Use your chaff the long distance to fool its electronic systems.
Oh, that didn't work. Oh! Ooh.
See how you like this?
Yeah, sure I will. Doom! Dead.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so. But I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always?
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Oh no, not his blood. Anything but that. Ooh, right, I think we're going to end that there, I think. So, I will see you next time, but first we shall do the saving. Let's see what Mei Ling has to say.
What is it, Snake?
Save.
Snake, remember what the girl said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China. But I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it just now. Right, there we go. So I will see you next time, where we'll continue on from Metal Gear Solid. So, teddy bye.